feel the beat that will make you move and then dum.
You know,
One of those books.
what I've always said, never split the difference, Seven.
Did I press the button to start?
I don't know.
I think so. Do you want to check? Maybe you check to make sure I'm in the frame. Oh man, it's one fucking day.
You are in frame, yeah.
All
Perfect.
right,
All
let's
right.
go.
Let's fucking
Drum
go.
rolls. So, Donald Trump.
Cheers,
Cheers.
man.
Thank you for
Good to
coming.
see you. Yeah, of course.
Great to
Can we
see you.
swear?
Yeah, it's okay. Before I was
gonna-
beeping things out, but
Right.
now I'm not gonna spend the efforts to
No, don't do that, man.
to do that anymore.
It's great to see you. It's been a while.
It's great to see you as well.
Yeah, a lot has
It's like
changed.
it looks like we're gonna kiss, but
I know. We might. More.
no,
look into each
we
other's
can
eyes.
look at it this way
We can do
to
that.
make it less.
We could pretend it's like a
friendly.
3-camera setup, like camera
Like
A,
right
camera
there.
B, camera
Yeah.
C.
The reason why we put it there is so that we only have one phone to record this thing.
Right.
Nevertheless, we always wanted to do
Low
this.
budget,
Low budget.
but high in spirit.
You look incredibly sharp. I just want to say this.
Yeah, this is.
What's up?
I told
Tell me.
Laura I was overdressed. So, man, I've had a hell of a month.
What about it?
My right before the big storm.
Right. The storm.
Yeah.
It becomes a milestone in Dubai already.
Right.
The
Yeah. No,
storm.
that's the thing. I told Laura, like, we're gonna be talking about this storm for the rest of our lives. We're
Oh,
gonna be like,
God.
we're gonna measure time before and after the storm. My grandfather died.
Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that.
He was 97. Great man.
Is that why you
Loved
you
him.
had to fly to the US?
That's why I flew back to the States. But
Yeah.
the storm knocked out all the flights. So
Yeah.
unfortunately, I missed the funeral.
Yeah.
But look, I got back there, and it was great to see my family. It's great to be back in that time of year. It's like I haven't been back to the States in that time of year in like 8 years. I'm serious.
What time are we referring to?
Like April, May.
Ah, okay.
I haven't spent like a day of.
I thought you were referring to the time like I have a dream.
No.
Okay.
No. So, and then, my job is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That's going to, but you know what? It's thinking positive. Thinking positive. It's going to be a big change. And
Just
I'm ready
to
for it.
introduce to everybody, Steven is a good friend of mine, fellow comedian, producer in Dubai. And he produced amazing shows in music and comedy. We met in comedy as
Thanks,
well.
man. Yeah.
But his real job is an English teacher in a French school
Not
in
anymore.
Dubai, and not anymore based on the
anymore.
recent developments.
Yeah. This
Yeah.
is the joke I want to tell. Not tomorrow. I have like 3 shows coming up, man.
Oh man, good for you.
So my principal is actually giving me my dream job next year. Former teacher.
You always wanted to get out,
That's the worst
not
part,
to
man.
make you feel better, but you've been bragging about or saying about wanting to get out.
I know, but that's the worst
for a long
part.
time.
Because every time I talk to people about this, I get no pity. I get
Yeah.
fucking nothing for people because they're all just like, oh, but like you wanted to quit, right? I'm like, yeah, but still feel bad for me.
Yeah, yeah. Shit.
So yeah, no, it sucks. But look, I'm happy. We're moving on, doing comedy, producing stuff. It's gonna be good. How about you? It's been ages. Have you been? You fly everywhere, man.
Not really. It's not true. I don't
Feels
work.
like you're
I
flying.
don't work for Emirates, even though I wish. Not really. I love my job. I have to say this. No.
This is on the record.
Yeah, this is on the record, and I think it's been a while. In April, I was home to celebrate my 30th birthday, so I turned 30,
Nice.
and
You joined the club. Congratulations.
no, I don't want to say it's like you getting laid off.
Bro,
it's like the
amazing.
same. I don't want this. Da, da, da. I still feel like I'm a
don't
baby.
fight it.
Yeah, I know. You can't fight it. It's like waves. You can't fight it. Be water, my friend, Bruce
Yeah,
Lee.
yeah.
And then
You remind me of him. It's your wisdom.
you wouldn't believe this. It was the craziest stories. So because of the storm
Right.
in Dubai, and which was unforeseen, and a lot of flights were canceled, and then there
Yeah,
was
yeah.
a lot of people, they don't have their luggage, and I happened to fly out to China, or plan to fly out to China as well,
Okay.
and I got 4 friends flying out from here, one from Hamburg, from Europe. The guy from Europe, of course, is fine because it's quite far away from here. So as an end result, he was the first one that lands in China,
Right.
which is a Spanish, European, Venezuelan guy. So I was quite worried.
Okay.
And I was supposed to be there first, but what happened is my flight got canceled twice last minute
Because of the storm.
because of the storm. And then
That sucks, man.
so I didn't get the flight that I was planning to go on. But then they were nice enough to give me like a direct Emirates flight the next morning, and then I didn't sleep for over 24 hours. I'm just laying all excuses for you to hear my crazy shenanigans.
Okay.
And then my flight was at like 8 a.m. or so. I was at the airport at 4 to 3, so like 4 or 5 hours beforehand.
Sure,
because
yeah.
I know, they got a lot to do. It's a mess. They're trying to clean up a lot of
What
things.
day of the week was it? Do you remember that?
It was a Friday.
Friday. So I was there
Friday.
Thursday.
Yeah, you were there
the
Thursday.
whole day.
I know.
Yeah, you saw
I've
my
heard-
stories?
I've
Okay.
heard a lot of
All right.
stories. And so I was there super early
Right.
because I was pretty cautious, right?
Right.
And I want to make it work because people are coming in from outside the world to see China, and I
Right.
want to make sure we do a good job,
Right. Sure. I mean,
and
I was busy that weekend anyways. Fucking grandfather died.
Whoa. May he rest in peace.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then I got there and everything was fine. I did the self check-in
Cool.
and at the Emirates, and then the only thing is I had to take out a few things from my carry-on luggage to the check-in luggage.
Oh shit.
So I opened up the suitcase. I got the ticket, did the baggage claim tag, and then I put my passport on my small carry-on luggage. And then when I was closing the big luggage, I think it fell into the big luggage.
Your
My passport, and I closed it. And then the moment it went in the belt with the self check-in, I look at the flight attendant who was helping me with my
Right.
tickets or pass. I was like, "Where's my passport?" And she's like, "Yeah, where is your passport?"
Right. That's not her job to know.
Exactly. No, she was also wondering because she also saw
Right.
the missing, because she took it from my hand and she gave it back to me. So my passport went in.
Oh,
And then there were so many luggages flying around in Dubai at the airport at that point. So, and then the guys were so nice at the check-in office. They unloaded it right away. They're like, "Go to the baggage claim." I went there. There's a queue. A lot of people don't have their luggage. And then finally, when I was queued up to speak to the lady, and she's like, "We're not taking any requests. Come back in 3 days." And my flight is in like 3 hours.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
I did a lot of efforts. I missed my flight. I didn't get a flight. And
And then they have to offload you, right? Did you pass through security?
no, I didn't. I was just
okay.
at the taking off. So
Okay.
my luggage never went in, but they're so busy, and they were like, "We're already taking requests
Right.
on the people who arrive in Dubai don't have their luggage."
Damn.
So I spent a few hours there, extremely frustrated. Came back, and then I went there again in the afternoon, and then we spent another 3 hours or so there trying to speak to the people, get them to help, and everyone was nice, trying to help, but they got a lot to do, and then my request is probably the least, right? When we looking for it, and then at the last moment, I was speaking with the baggage lady, and I spent another 3 hours there. I gave up already, mentally. And then when I was leaving, and then at the end she's like, 'cause she got people queuing out for 2 hours to speak to them, because really they're really trying to help. And then she said, "I'm sorry it happened. There's not much we can do." And then I said, "I'm really sorry that I created this extra trouble for you guys.
Right.
I'm really sorry."
You're awful.
Yeah,
You're the
I know.
worst.
I know. It was my stupid mistake.
No.
And then
bro,
and
come
then
on.
and then she's like, "Just give me your baggage tag.
Right.
Let me check it for you then."
Okay.
So she went above and beyond, and she checked. 5 minutes later, she come out. She's like, "Follow me. Your luggage is here."
Wow. And it was in there.
So it is at the belt, like the baggage claim. And then I actually went in, And it's funny, they were asking me for my passport. I was like, well, my passport is in there. That's the whole reason I need to look for it.
Let me tell you a story.
I can tell you a story. And but then after all, it all worked out. And then they
Nice.
put me on a flight the following day at 7 a.m.
Okay.
And then I had the genius idea. I was like, you know what? Maybe I should check in my luggage already since I'm at the airport.
Why not?
Thankfully, I didn't. And in case anything else happens.
Right,
But
yeah,
anyway, I
okay.
finally made it to China just a few hours late. And we didn't really get to celebrate my birthday in the crazy format that I was kind of picturing. But it was still that happy. Most of the people have made it. 2 have to cancel because their flight got canceled. And Steven wasn't invited. And, you know, China, US, we're a bit sensitive these days. And but nevertheless, yeah, that was my 30th birthday.
All right. Well, for my 40th birthday, I'm going to China and not inviting you.
Yeah, I am China. So,
So let me tell you my story
Right.
about my crazy adventure. Similar experience that like a lot of people were very helpful throughout the entire thing, but it was chaos. It was
Yeah.
I've never seen so many people in the airport before.
Yeah.
Like it was wild. And I was with a United flight instead of Emirates, but they go through Terminal 3 anyways. We had to like follow a guide through the crowd to reach like a security check-in that was like you had to go through like hallways and stuff.
Right.
It was
Wow.
crazy.
And your experience.
Right.
Wow.
So I had checked my bags. So I thought, that's it, I'm in. Like at this point, I
Yeah.
have to, right?
Yeah. Not the case.
Flight got delayed, I think 7 times. And the last delay was from 11:52 to 11:55. I was like, wait a minute. Why would they delay it 3 minutes? You know, that doesn't, and then I checked again. From 11:52 a.m. to 11:55 p.m.
It's 12 hours.
Yeah. And then they canceled.
They're
So
like,
at
you
that
know
point,
what? We'll
I
take
was
care of
like,
it for you.
what am I gonna do? Jesus. So I started to pick my way back through. Now I'd already checked my suitcase, and I had to be offloaded because I wasn't leaving. I got through security,
Yeah.
but like all these crazy lines, I had to go to passport control. Like all these people are like waiting for hotel vouchers and meal tickets, and you see people, you know, running around taking care of everybody they can. I'm like, I just want to go home. Like
Yeah.
I'm easy. I'm an easy fix.
Yeah.
Just tell me where to go.
Yeah.
So this guy says I have to go to this enormous line, like ridiculous. It's stretching all the way.
Yeah, that's
around.
the same line that I was at.
And I was talking to a manager. I was like, I told her the same thing. I was like, I'm not that complicated. I'm easy. Please, I just want to go home. And she said, okay, I'll be with you in 5 minutes. And she was going to go do something. Okay. But then this guy comes over to me, some other person in the airport. He bumps me on the elbow and he goes, under his breath, he's like, just go stand at the corner there and they'll see you. I see what he means. It's like people who just kind of like drift in from the side.
Yeah.
I was like, all right.
Yeah.
And I did that, and I was through in 5 minutes.
Wow.
Like I was so grateful that he tipped me off because again, I did not take a lot of time to figure out.
Yeah.
I was one less body to get in the way. But then I had to figure out my bags. So I went to the baggage office and waited in line. I got to someone and they said, you can wait to find your bag, but it will take 10 hours. Or you can just trust us to put it on the right flight now that you've rebooked. I was like, how do I know? Like,
Yeah.
is my stuff going to end up in like the wrong airport, the wrong flight? You know, it could, so many things can go wrong. And it didn't. It landed on the
Fantastic.
same flight as I did
Wow.
in Newark.
When did you
in
get to
Newark, New
fly
Jersey.
for real?
So my flight was canceled Thursday night.
Right.
I rebooked for Monday morning.
Ah, okay. So you got
I
a
missed
good
the funeral
3 days.
completely. But I mean, yeah, what to do?
Well, may he rest in peace.
Yeah. To Donald. Sr.,
Donald Senior.
Not Trump.
What's your last name?
Rasmussen.
I'm not gonna try to pronounce that.
It's okay. I can't pronounce your real Chinese name.
It's all good. Let's keep it that way.
So, I have a premise for this episode.
Right.
I do.
All right.
John Mulaney just did this show on Netflix. Have you seen it?
No, I didn't.
It's called Everybody's in LA.
All right.
And it was because so many people were flying in for Netflix's like comedy series they were doing there called Netflix is a Joke. So you have all these famous comedians and people in LA, and he lives in LA.
Right.
And he always starts by saying how LA confuses and fascinates him, which I feel is also a good description for Dubai. Dubai confuses and fascinates me.
Yeah.
But he also says that they're only doing 6 episodes. That's it. He's like, we'll never find our groove. We're just gonna do this one weird show this one time, and that's it.
6 episodes.
So he had to choose like 6 touch points.
Right.
Like palm trees was the theme of one episode, and they talked about palm trees, and they brought in a palm tree specialist, and they brought in like comedians like Tom Segura was on an episode, Patton Oswalt. They do other bits in between. Right. Coyotes is another episode. Apparently, LA has a bunch of coyotes. The paranormal. So I was like, all right, if we did, not saying we will, but if we did Everybody's in Dubai, what would be like the 6 key touch point things of Dubai? I wrote down 4, but
You're not 4. What do you have?
No, I got 6.
Okay, you got 6.
So I purposely left out the Burj Khalifa. I was like, no, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
I have Karakti. You could do a whole episode on Karakti. One Durham Karakti. It's cultural. It's amazing. You know, it's a thing.
Karakti is like what? Like a milk tea?
Yeah, with cardamom and...
Originated from?
I don't know, man.
Probably India.
Nobody knows.
Pakistan.
They don't know.
Yeah. It's very sweet.
Huge here. And
it's huge here.
Like, you get people...
Pretty good.
They drive up outside and they just, like, honk.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, my next one is the Nissan Patrol.
Yeah, that was shooting some footage for the vlog, and then I was also commenting on the Nissan.
Right.
I was like, you know what? It fits a lot of people. Gas is cheap here.
Yeah.
Love it. Go to the desert with it.
I'm not one to talk. I just got a Pajero.
Yeah.
Hey. I love it, man.
Flashy.
I love it. It's amazing.
Flex.
Brunch.
Brunch
is a typical Dubai thing, right?
Yeah, I think for anyone else who haven't been to Dubai, don't let it misguide you. The brunch we're referring to is not like egg and avocado toast like anywhere else in the world.
You gonna get crunk.
You go at about 1-2 p.m., which I don't know who gets up that late, and then there's a lot of British influence to say. So basically, alcohol is like a controlled beverage in this part of the world, sure. and then yeah, we're just having some tea right here, and then brunch is where it's like buffet for food and alcohol, and people pay crazy amount of money, $100 or $200, and they just get hammered. I did it a few times, and that was fun, but it's also a lot of remorse.
Yeah,
afterwards.
It's an experience.
It's an experience. You have to do it. You have to do it. In Dubai,
it's a Dubai
you have to do
thing.
it. Yeah.
Malls.
Correct.
Right?
We got a lot of beautiful malls. Huge.
I'm pretty solid on those 4.
On those 4.
But the last 2 I'm not super
what are those?
set on. I wrote dates. Dates.
Like going on dates or the dates you eat?
Medjool dates. The dates that you eat.
The dates you eat. Yeah.
Sort of, you know?
It's kind of a Middle East delicacy.
Yeah, but it doesn't have much like va-va-voom as a topic, you know? What are we going to do?
White people, man. They just say these references I have no clue about.
I just made that up. Yeah. I'm the first person to say that.
All right.
And artificial islands.
Artificial islands. Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
I don't know.
It's pretty.
But I'm not sold on those 2.
Right.
I'm not sold on those
Neither
2.
we can afford those. So.
No.
Yeah.
In this economy?
Right. I think for me, it will be something like it's gonna be a bit cliche, but like diversity or like internationality or whatever. However you call it.
That's true because everyone's here. Yeah, I get it.
It's one of the few places in the world that I feel like people are not so clustered by where they're from. I mean, you still are, you hang out with people where you're from, but people are more or less open-minded to say, hey, like I got tons of Latino friends, I have Middle East friends, I have American friends.
I have so many Chinese friends.
Right. And then, you know, I think racial problems is always a thing in a lot of places that I've lived.
That's true.
But Dubai, I think that's not really the case.
That's
the
true.
locals here are pretty calm, pretty nice as well. And,
amazing people.
We all aim to make this place a better place. So I think for me to think about Dubai, this is like the first.
All right, that would be like our Emmy episode. You know, like when we're going for the Emmy. You know? That's a good one. You're right.
Yeah.
All right, I'm getting rid of dates and putting diversity.
Right, diversity, opportunities.
I like dates, but no.
Yeah.
All right, well, artificial islands, we can...
Yeah, we can keep it there. It's pretty cool. There's a World Islands, Jumeirah Islands.
Palm Jumeirah.
I
was like, that's interesting.
Yeah.
And you know, I think it's more interesting that they made an artificial island than that they made the biggest building in the world. I think the island is cooler. That's my opinion. It's like you're reshaping nature, whereas it's just a big building, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's amazing. It is. But
speaking of
that's it. That's all
Emmys.
I got.
Speaking of Emmys.
Yes.
Trophies. You know, Emmys like award, like I don't know, Oscar. Are you excited about Abu Dhabi Comedy Week?
Oh fuck yes, man.
So we got a big announcement. Steven and I, we have finally made it. Thanks to our mentors, Ali and Mina.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ali Said. I don't know how to pronounce their name, buddy, but and Mina Liccioni. Not making things easier.
I'm gonna let him say every name. He's got this. That was perfect.
Yeah, thank you. Alhamdulillah. And so we're gonna be able to participate in one of the event.
Yeah.
Along with Dave Chappelle,
right?
Andrew Schultz.
Technically,
all the big names.
We are in the same comedy festival as Dave Chappelle, right?
Man,
you got your tickets?
Do I?
Did you? Did you buy? You're not.
I got my tickets.
Okay.
I will see Chappelle, but I thought maybe now I get guest list, back green room.
You know what's funny?
I really want to ask whether I can meet Chappelle.
I spent a lot of money on Tom Segura.
Yeah, right.
And then they announced Dave Chappelle, and I was like, fuck.
Sorry, Tom.
I wish I don't have, like, I got decent tickets, but they're not, like, amazing.
Man, the thing is, we have, like, Chinese Dave Chappelle or Chinese Kevin Hart. I don't know how you describe it. They're this group called Douyin Shu. They're, like, the Chinese traditional comedy group.
Oh, yeah?
And he's, like, the master. He has, like, hundreds of mentees. And then, so they have branches all over China.
Damn.
They do world tours because there is enough Chinese in this world. On the same date of Dave Chappelle, they also have a show there as well. And so I got tickets, but Chappelle, of course, I would have to prioritize. You know, Chappelle is the GOAT.
He's the GOAT, man.
So I will go see
the Muhammad
Chappelle.
Ali of comedy.
Exactly. Maybe I should name my kids Chappelle. So
I'm gonna name my kids Muhammad Ali.
Ali's a good name.
Yeah.
Ali Said, we love you. Thank you so much.
It's true. Cheers.
Yeah, cheers. And I think just about a year ago, we were trashing on the comedians at the Dubai Comedy Festival.
Yeah.
So finally we made it. Woo!
In a
year.
way.
In a year.
You know?
No, we made it.
In a year.
Clear, we made the cut.
But we had to go to Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Even better.
We went international.
We went international with Chappelle, with Andrew Schultz.
Yeah. Andrew Schultz is funny. Did you watch the roast of Tom Brady?
Yeah, I've seen it.
It's good, right?
I've seen it. It's good. I think the second part is a bit.
I hate him, but
Is that crazy? Why? Because they beat your team?
no, the exact opposite. Let me. You know football. You follow football enough.
I
You know
broke
how it
my
works.
ankle for the first time playing American football.
That-
Practice.
as God
hated by my
intended.
own teammate.
It's God God intended.
Right.
So I'm from New Jersey.
Right.
New Jersey doesn't have a football team. So if you're from North Jersey, like me, you gravitate towards New York.
Okay.
And if you're from the South, you gravitate towards Philadelphia. Okay. So Philadelphia has the Eagles. You can be either
Jets or Giants.
Jets or Giants fan, right?
Boom.
You got it. Yeah. I'm so proud of you. You're ready for your
Eddie Manning. Let's go.
Eli Manning.
Yeah.
So we've always been a Giants family.
Right.
And that's how it is. Like you're born into a family.
Right.
Usually you go with the flow.
Right.
So the Patriots, huge. Like we hate them because they're so good, and Tom Brady is so handsome.
Yeah, he's the GOAT.
Right? He's ridiculous. He's a gorgeous human being.
Married Victoria's Secret
and
model.
Then divorced her.
Yeah.
Anyways, Tom. So the Patriots were going for a perfect season.
Right.
Like a pretty much a goal that's been done, I think, only once before by the Miami Dolphins, like in the 70s, I think. I'm speaking on it. I'm not sure about that.
It's okay.
And the perfect season is 19-0. 19 wins, 0 losses. And they went all the way to the Super Bowl.
Wow. And then they messed up?
And then they played against my
Giants.
Goofy, no right to be there, Giants, who won.
Who was the quarterback?
In one of the most Eli Manning. In one of the
man.
most insane football matches I've ever seen in my life.
Did you see this?
You should watch the match.
It's like 5 years ago, 10 years ago?
No, it's a while ago, 10, 12 years ago.
All right.
It was ridiculous.
So prime Tom Brady even.
Yeah, that's the thing. He was at the top of his game too.
Wow.
He had no excuses. The teams were playing well. I just think like they were off their rhythm because the Giants are like so chaotic. It's like they're not good, but they can disrupt your flow really badly.
It's like they drag the Patriots to their own level and beat them at what they're good at.
It's insane.
They drag them into chaos.
So then the Patriots, some years later, go up against the Giants again in the Super Bowl and lose again to the Giants.
Really?
They've lost twice
Really?
to my ridiculous, goofy, no right to be there.
Oh, wow.
They lost like a bunch of matches in that season.
Odell Beckham was in the Giants, right?
I think so, yeah. Sounds familiar.
Yeah, Odell Beckham.
I'm not a huge American football fan, but
yeah, but you're pretty American.
I love I love seeing a team that has no right to win.
Everybody loves the underdog.
Absolutely win. What's that?
Everybody loves the underdog.
Yeah, yeah.
And we are the underdog of
That
the
was
Abu Dhabi comedy.
We definitely are.
Sorry,
should we clarify what we're actually doing, or just leave it anonymous?
What?
Like what we're doing on Monday? Should we clarify?
We're gonna do a
Dave Chappelle and I.
Yeah, I'm gonna open for it. No, we're gonna do 1 minute to crash. So we got about
1 minute to crush it.
Crush it. to crash. So we have 1 minute each. And we have 2 rounds. We got 2 minutes each to impress everybody. And there's going to be a winner. So it's like classic competition that we do with the organizer, Comedy Inc. or Dubomedy.
Right.
I don't know what's their golden name now.
I think in Abu Dhabi it's Comedy Inc.
Comedy Inc.
I think so.
But it's part of the official events of Abu Dhabi Comedy Festival. I think just a year ago when we were attending the Dubai Comedy Festival as an audience, Steven and I were just so jealous, and we're like, oh my God, are they funny? You know, I don't know. And,
no, some of them weren't funny.
Yeah, we're like, I think we're just jealous that we couldn't be there.
No.
And then this year's Dubai Comedy Festival.
Jealous.
Dubai Comedy Festival. We were also just watching, let's say.
Right.
And but then all of a sudden we got the chance to perform at Abu Dhabi Comedy Festival. I think my timeline for it, so I turned 30 this year. My timeline for me is 40.
Right.
So I got about 10 years.
10 years to make it.
To make it. So it doesn't have to be Kevin Hart kind of famous, you know?
No, you could just...
Tom Segura kind of famous. It's okay. And no, even Akash Singha, like, you know, one of Schultz's boys. And maybe I will see him with my buddy as well. So I like Akash as well. I will try to DM him to see whether I can open for him. Look, I got the same Stone Island sweater because of him. And
do you have a comedy goal? I'm sure
you're right.
You sent me the Andrew Schultz thing, right, where he sold out the what's it called, in New York?
Yeah, in New York. Yeah, no, Kevin Hart.
No, Andrew Schultz.
Andrew Schultz.
He's
the
talking
video
to his dad.
Oh man,
about selling out Madison Square Garden.
Madison Square Garden.
That's a very moving story, right?
Yeah.
And he had this goal, and he got there.
And you're from almost New York,
right?
Jersey.
I'm from New Jersey. Yeah. What's the Madison Square Garden of New Jersey?
It used to be the
Brooklyn.
The New York Knights, New Jersey Nets Stadium. Anyway, I think for me, Kevin Hart, when he did one of his last specials, when he was doing the show in London, and then at the end of the show, he put on the song from I'm the Man of 50 Cent, and I listened to that a lot, like I'm the man, and then it literally gives me goosebumps. And this is maybe quite personal, but I think every time when I go to shows, I've seen now Russell Peters, Andrew Schultz, Kevin Hart. So only Chappelle is on my list. The GOAT to see Bill Burr. I love Bill Burr a lot.
Yeah, you told me from the beginning, like you
not to say that you're white and you look like Bill. Bill is from Boston. You're from the East as well. Not that, but I think every time when I see that, I do get goosebumps.
Sure.
So it's like whenever I'm down, I'm not so motivated. It's not like I spend so much time on comedy yet because I got my job, I got other things that I'm working on. But whenever I do it or I want to be motivated to do it, I listen to just the ending of the Kevin Hart show in London when he shoots his Netflix specials.
Yeah.
And like I said, Andrew Schultz has this beautiful Instagram stories where he did with his dad. His dad has like Alzheimer's kind of thing now, so he couldn't remember much.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so he's like, you don't remember much. That's why he was so moved in that thing. That's why there's a very, very subtle sentence he said. He's like, I know you don't remember much anymore, something like this, but you were always the one who support me. See, now I'm getting goosebumps again.
Yeah.
And he's like, you always want to support. I just want to tell you that I'm headlining Madison Square Garden.
Right, because he said when he was a kid, he said he was going to do that.
Yeah. And
his dad would tell him, I'll see you there.
I'll see you there. Exactly, I will see you there.
And he always took that as like he wasn't laughed at.
No.
His father didn't demean him or say it was unrealistic.
Right.
He just gave him this solid, sincere promise of support.
Right.
And he said, I did it and I'll see you there.
And I
very moved. Yeah, I'm getting goosebumps.
Yeah, man.
Look at my arm.
I don't know. Maybe it's the tea that we're having. Want to cry already. But I think in my life, there's only...
The show is emotional. God.
Man, it's so emotional.
Into it.
And then if you go to... Which I will see his special again in Abu Dhabi on May 22nd.
Right.
And with a few friends of mine, also my girlfriend.
Right.
So, because I really want to see it. I think Schultz is really trying to put on a show together. It's called a live tour. I don't want to, jeopardize it or spoiler alert, but there's a beautiful story to it as well. And when I saw Jim Jeffries, one of my all-time favorite Aussie guy, Jim Jeffries, he's so raw.
With that accent?
His gun control bit, a lot of his take really enlightened me in a lot of ways. And but he didn't do it in the biggest arena like Coca-Cola Arena in Dubai. He did it at the Dubai Opera, but still. When he came on, he had this Highway to Hell song as his opening or as his ending. I was getting goosebumps. And then there are only two person I think that are extremely supportive in my comedy career, which is my mom and also my girlfriend. So, and then Steven, Ali, and then so when we're at the Dubai Opera,
fucking birthday, not one of the supportive people,
and we support each other. We support each other.
Yeah, that's the point, man.
But not as much as. So
okay,
we're at the Dubai Opera, right?
I can respect not being in the same tier as your mom
T0
and your girlfriends.
Right.
That's the S tier.
Yeah.
I at least make it to the A tier.
Yeah, and then I was getting so emotional, and then she's like, "Baby, in 5 years you will be here too."
And was that your mom or?
No, it was my girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
And then I was like,
because if your mom called you baby, that would be.
My mom can call me baby, no?
Okay.
Still my mom's
yeah,
baby.
yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. It works.
Yeah.
It works. It works.
Maybe there's a lot of kids in your family. You don't get enough attention.
Absolutely true. Absolutely true. Why do you think I do this? All right. I'm trying to make up for years of not being paid attention.
Oh man, you're loved. You're loved.
Yeah. Well.
We support each other as well. So this
Absolutely.
is
Yeah.
my drive to comedy, and I think for me is really about you always have authentic, kick-ass, wicked perspective for the same thing. This twist, this is something that I absolutely admire from Dave Chappelle, Bill Burr, Jim Jeffries. They do it the best at these kind of things.
Yeah.
This is what I'm pursuing for, not genital jokes, which also is funny. But
it's not like the topic matter, it's how you do it, right? You're saying it's about finding a new perspective on something.
Right.
Doesn't matter how played out it is, you can always find a new perspective.
And it's genius that
and
they
if you
make
don't,
it funny at
look
the same
somewhere
time.
else. Yeah. Yeah,
So-
I dig that.
So this is my drive. What about yours?
I dig that. I didn't know I could do this. I'm one of those people who's like picked up and done so many things that like you eventually start to believe that you're never going to be good at anything because you just keep cycling through stuff.
Right.
Like you pick up guitar, you play guitar for like a month and a half, and
Right.
you get a little better than how you were the last time you picked up the
Right.
guitar, and then you lose interest and you move on. Piano, woodworking, like I've picked up so many talents.
Cello.
Honestly,
Violin. Almost.
if I could, I have a funny story about cello, by the way, later.
Yeah.
And then my wife, who does not think I'm funny at all, and then my gorgeous, talented, amazing wife said that we should take a comedy course.
Right.
And for some reason, I was like, yeah, we should do that, because usually when she says we should do something, I'm like, I don't want to do. No, yeah. She always wants to do things.
Yeah.
Like it's
sure.
constant. But I've been
sleep.
I've been married. I've been married now almost 5 years this
Congrats.
December. Yeah.
Congrats.
I survived the Latina experience so far, so
See how long it lasts.
holding on, man. Holding on for my life. And we took the class with Ali, and we met you and Rory. And
Rory! Love you, Rory. Still haven't
we
seen you
do.
for a while.
I know. I want to see him
Rory!
again. That was perfect. That is flawless. For the listeners at home, that's how he sounds like.
Rory.
And I found it scary, and I found it exciting, and it was different from the other things I'd picked up.
All right.
This meets a lot. It ticks a lot of boxes for me. It's
Okay.
like I have always wanted to be the center of attention.
Beautiful.
That's a big family thing,
Beautiful.
of course. I've always
Everybody.
enjoyed making people laugh.
Absolutely.
I love talking.
Absolutely.
And there's something very satisfying about like the quick turnover of
Right.
jokes, you know?
Right.
When I sit down and write stories, whether they're short stories or comics or anything else, because I love writing, but it is a slog. It is just like, it's work, man. It's so much longer. But jokes, you write a joke, you test the joke. It's so quick. Yeah, it's so quick. And it's just a fun thing. If you're doing it right, you're having fun the whole time.
Right.
I was afraid to have goals for this because
Why?
Because so many times I've let my imagination run away with me. Like
Yeah.
I start writing and I get delusions of grandeur of being like, what if I will be the greatest writer? You know, like
Right.
my mind gets carried away.
Yeah.
And then when I don't land anywhere near
Right.
these unrealistic goals,
Right.
I feel disappointed. I feel like
of
I've
course.
let myself down.
Yeah.
Even though it was never realistic.
Some days
to
you
begin
feel
with.
like you're the rock star.
Right.
Some days you're like,
Right. So
what am I doing?
It scares me to think things like, I want a Netflix special, or
Me too.
or it did.
Hashtag me too.
It used to. It used to scare me,
Right.
and now I'm just like, well, if it happens, it happens, and I'm going to keep working at this until I deserve it, whether it happens or not. So it's not like a clear defined thing. It's not like I must have a Netflix special or I've failed in comedy. It's not like that. It's I'm going to take this as far as I can go. And for once, it doesn't feel difficult.
Right.
It doesn't feel like something I want to put down. It feels like
Right.
this is a thing that I've been waiting to find my entire life. Yeah.
Chappelle is the ultimate goal.
Yeah.
And then we're now in the same festival as Chappelle. So yeah, we're just,
Degrees of separation, but
beating around the bush. But I think it's extremely fortunate for us to have this opportunity.
Absolutely.
Not to say we're not gonna mess it up, but but still.
Yeah, I'm not planning to like atomize my comedy into like the most dense jokes or like the jokes that get the biggest laughs. I'm just gonna do what feels funny that night.
Because if you put a lot of weight on your own shoulder, if you start to carry around like I'm a star, I'm the funny guy, then I think you stop yourself. This is what I think I observe, not to criticize on anyone around us, but I think this is something that will stop people from growing.
Right.
But then, like today, I was listening to the podcast. Joe Rogan was talking with another comedian. He's like, "Yeah, man, all my bits, nearly all of them are terrible at the beginning because they're so what's the word, clunky."
Yeah, clunky is.
And then he's like, he works on step by step, and people see the progress. People really admire the progress.
Yeah.
He's making on the same bit. He doesn't really bail on it right away. So I think this is something that I'm learning.
Right.
And I try to do the same. We have a lot of unfunny jokes.
Yeah. Look, no, I don't know if that's it. So I did one joke 4 times. The first 3 times it did not get a laugh.
Right.
And the 4th time it got a huge laugh.
Man.
And I don't know if it was just the tweaking
Yeah.
of the lines, the delivery. I don't know if it was I just found the right audience and I need to learn to read the audience better. Maybe a combination of those. But now I know it's like, okay, that joke can work.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of, finding the right balance.
Or it's just your day.
And then, sometimes I go back to jokes I wrote a year ago and I'm like, this is long. It's. Salud.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Water.
Yeah. Stuff of life.
The region of.
So, why don't you have a refrigerator?
Yeah. So.
Is that like podcast material or is that not?
Nah, it is. It was working fine, but it's not big enough. Like.
All right. You wanted a bigger fridge?
Yeah, I wanted a bigger fridge.
Sure.
And it with a Carrefour check, a lot of fridges are pretty expensive. I also want a bigger TV as well.
Okay.
And
Bro, I got a place in International City.
yeah.
Used fridge works like a dream.
So
Dirt cheap.
dirt cheap.
Dirt fucking cheap.
I wish I've known this earlier.
Okay, what?
Because I have purchased a fridge and a TV in China. At the moment, they're on the ocean. On the cargo ship coming from China to Dubai. Originally, they told me it was going to take 1 month. Literally, it's over the month. Now it's still flying
Jesus, man.
on the water.
Flying on the water.
So it's not here
Going
yet.
12 knots.
So this is the reason why I don't have a fridge
Man.
yet. Because once I bought the fridge, I got too excited. I put my fridge on the Dubizzle, and some Indian Pakistani guy came, and then they took it already. That was very idiotic of me of letting go of my fridge without having a new fridge.
Yeah. I'm sorry. You've been fridgeless.
Yeah.
How many days have you been fridgeless?
Over a month.
What?
Yeah.
That's insane. I thought it was like a 2-week window or something. I guess fridges go fast, right?
That was how
Fridges go fast.
That was how I calculated it. Didn't work out. Didn't work out.
I'm sorry, man.
That's why I don't have a fridge.
Your fridge is coming.
Yeah. Inshallah.
Your fridge is in another castle.
I have Chinese TV, Chinese fridge coming.
All right. So what?
Sometime in June, hopefully.
I hope so.
I hope so.
What video games are you playing right now?
I don't really play much video games at the moment.
PlayStation 5.
I have PlayStation
What
5.
are you doing?
I have Switch, and I have a gaming laptop. what can I say? I'm an Asian guy, you know. Like, and
You have options.
Yeah, yeah. No, I play now a lot of Valorant with my friend. It's like
Valorant?
Valorant.
Yeah.
It's like CS:GO online,
Yeah.
but it's really. I play with my friends in China, and I just enjoy hanging out virtually with my friends in China.
Sure.
We're like talking shit all the time and
In Chinese.
In Chinese. I happen to speak Chinese.
Right. Well, I asked what I thought was a very good question the other day.
Right.
No?
What?
The name of the name for China in
Yeah.
Chinese is not China.
It's not China.
It's not
China at all.
Like in French, the name for France is La France.
La France.
It's the same as
Yeah.
what you just change the pronunciation.
Yeah.
So how do you pronounce
中国.
what? That's wild.
Yeah, and it means middle country.
Middle country.
Or center country. Because in history, China thought it's the center of the world. And so
Not yet.
this character
Not yet.
has been there, done that. And then, but America, like I said, has a beautiful name. Ronnie Chan has a great bit about it. It's 美国. It means beautiful country.
That's the name of America?
Yeah, USA means beautiful. 美国, because 国 means country, and 美 is like pretty.
Did I say that right?
国, yeah.
国
yeah. 美国.
美国
美国.
I'm good at imitating.
Yeah, 美国. Yeah, very good. So it means beautiful country, you know.
Wow.
So Ronnie Chan has this whole bit, and then he got there, and then it's like a bunch of issues. Because that's where everyone's supposed to go, you know.
Marketing, baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
Our marketing budget is insane.
Yeah, I know.
Not anymore.
Talking about the MAGA hat.
Yeah. We need to get you a MAGA hat and me a MAGA hat. We should just do the next one in MAGA hats.
Yeah. That would be cool.
November's not that far away, man. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I know.
Don't know what's gonna happen.
There's a lot of speculations, as always.
Yeah. It's never been such a confirmed toss up.
I think
It could literally go either way.
no other country's leader has so much attention like the U.S.
Right.
leaders. Like,
Right.
we don't know who is running for president in Argentina.
No, I mean I do.
Yeah, because you're running for Argentina. Sorry. Yeah.
They're terrible. The whole country's insane.
Like
The people are
Albania,
great.
who is running for
Yeah,
presidency in
yeah.
Albania? We don't know
Yeah.
that.
We've kind of suffered from being in the spotlight too long, I think.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of pressure on the U.S. to do everything right, and we don't. And not to say we do everything wrong, but we don't do everything right. That's true. And it's like a no-win situation, you know? People aren't going to be happy with you no matter what you do.
Right.
So if that's the case, you may as well just kind of pick the middle way and bomb everyone. It's a joke. It's a joke. We're comedians.
It's a joke. It's a joke. Yeah. I think it's a tricky situation.
I think, I don't know if it was Ty or Simeon does this joke about how, he came out to Dubai, at the end of the Obama era, and it was still cool to be an American.
Yeah, I think it's Thai. I've heard this.
Yeah. Now he's like, now I'm a refugee. So, yeah, it's kind of how it feels, man.
Yeah.
So, all right, back to the job discussion, right? Because I am being let go,
Right.
mutually. I'm also letting them go.
That's what she said.
I'm letting them go.
Yeah.
And everyone.
What is your last day?
September 19th.
Man, it's still so
I
far
know.
away.
So, okay, here's the thing. For schools, no. Hiring for new schools happens in March. So in that respect, they fucked me. Because if I applied for something now, I'd find something, but it wouldn't be the best school. You know, it'd be
Right.
the ones that other people picked over, unfortunately. But I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna look.
Yeah,
for
but you
teaching
don't
jobs.
want to be the teacher anymore.
Nah.
That's what you're saying.
No, I've been saying that for years.
Yeah, but then what do you want? Because we know you have done filmmaking, and that was a bust.
No, it's not a what? What? Bro, I have a company in New York. What are you talking about?
I was just trying to poke on
Jesus
your,
Christ.
what is the sentence?
Friends like these.
What's the sentence like? Punch me when you're down.
Yeah, you're gonna kick me when I'm
Yeah,
down?
yeah, something like this. Yeah.
Don't punch me when I'm down.
Probably can't reach
You'll
you.
fall
anyway.
over.
I'm not that tall. I can't reach you anyway.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. So
do you want to keep pursuing your film making?
I think there's room in Dubai for people with decent production experience.
Right. And I
People
think
who
you
know how to
definitely come across as one.
Right.
I don't know how legit is this guy, but
I got an earring.
Yes.
Earrings.
Got the
producers.
Got a tux. Who wears a tux on Thursday
it's
night?
not a tuxedo, my
Who wears
God.
a tux on a Thursday night? Tell me it's not a tuxedo.
Have
It is
some
a
class.
tuxedo. Have some class. This is what normal people wear
It's
on
a
a Thursday night.
Dinner jacket.
Yeah, right.
After 6, what am I, a
Just
farmer?
so you know, there's no food provided in this podcast.
Very low budget.
Yeah.
Very low budget.
Extremely. Extremely.
No, look, what I was saying before is everyone has, like, one of the things that people have said to me since I started telling people, like, I'm not going to be a teacher anymore. They're like, oh, but you're an American. You'll be fine.
But why?
That's what I've been saying.
I thought it's for the British.
There's no.
No,
British,
but then they will sell houses.
There's this perception that, like, my passport would get me instantly into a good job.
Right.
And that I don't think that's it.
Okay.
And it kind of feels like the same thing that white privilege is. Like, I didn't know I had this thing, and I don't know how to make it work for me.
Yeah.
I didn't even know I had it until like 3 years ago. Yeah. So
Something you're not doing it right.
Yeah, I know. I'm squandering all this privilege
I know.
for what?
Yeah. Couldn't even get a parking spot in my building.
Hey, that's your building's fault, all right? This building's fucked up, man.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good. I'll land on my feet.
All right.
OnlyFans.
What are you gonna show on OnlyFans?
Man, I don't know. That people will pay for dirty shit. I don't know. I'll show my feet and I'll say I'm a woman, and they'll be like, "Oh my God, those feet are disgusting." No, can't do that.
It's okay. I think give
It's
yourself
all right.
some time. For God's sakes, we're still in May, bro.
I know. That's the thing, and they have
It's
to
4 months away.
keep me on the insurance.
Hopefully.
I'm gonna get everything done. Wisdom teeth. If I could get a boob job, I would. Just because. You know, in Argentina, that's covered by insurance.
Really?
In Argentina, that's covered. Yeah, you can get any kind of cosmetic stuff done.
Wow.
Yeah, it's wild. That's why they're all so gorgeous.
His wife is from Argentina, so I think he has personal beef. You know, that country has great barbecue, so.
Man, the best. It's called asado.
Asado.
Out of this world. Out of this world. It's like a Sunday thing, you know? Like, Lau explained it to me. She was like, you wake up early, you put the coals, you let them burn and break down and like get a good heat going.
Right.
It's just like a thing. You have neighbors, friends, family over.
Yeah.
You're cooking meats long, low, and slow the whole day. It's amazing. Drinking, having fun.
I can't imagine how many kettles suffered when Messi won the World Cup.
How many what?
Kettles, or like, I don't know, cows.
Cows. Oh, yeah.
You know, who lost their lives.
Like, you're one to talk.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That steak was yummy.
Bro, have you ever had steak from Argentina?
Not really, but I've been to Argentinian restaurant. I have a friend. He's
Ridiculous.
from Argentina. He had his barbecue.
Yeah.
The only thing is he fell.
What?
No, not he fell. He kind of messed up. So the barbecue grill fell into the ground. So that was one of the most sandy beef I've ever had in my life. I think it was not a great day. And I also forgot to bring salt to the desert.
What?
We did a barbecue in the
like-
desert.
So the rule is, if it's decent steak, that's the only thing you put.
Yeah.
You don't.
So,
It doesn't need anything else. I thought I didn't like steak. I thought I didn't because
Me too. I thought you guys don't know how to cook.
No, man.
Because in China we marinate stuff.
You don't marinate this. You just.
Life.
I know where to get a good Argentine ribeye. It'll blow your mind.
All right. Once
Not
I'm
joking.
back, let's do it.
Yeah. So you're traveling. Is that for work or?
International business. Yeah, and I'm going to
International
Hong Kong in a
comedy
few
tour.
hours.
Man, Are you packed?
No.
What?
Oh yeah, and then after my passport story, so I'm pretty anxious about airports these days.
That's fair. Yeah.
So
It's better now.
yeah, it's better now. I think again did a tremendous, great amount of job, you know, and I think it was fabulous.
No.
Thank you to Emirates. If you want to sponsor us, please do. And it's 7 underline Paddleman.
Sev Rasmussen.
Yeah, whatever that is. We are on Instagram. I'm on TikTok too. I don't know whether you're
I'm not
on TikTok as
I
well.
don't trust it. With my
It's
face.
okay. It's okay. It's your government's decision as well.
Yeah,
And,
they're making some moves.
I think we'll have to wrap this up.
Yeah.
And but then thank you for coming. And
man, of
but then
course.
just again, what are your next coming shows so that we know?
I got a bunch of shows coming up this weekend, but everything will be on my Instagram.
And what's your Instagram
By the
name
time
again?
you edit this, the shows will already be gone.
Yeah, but hopefully I will edit this before the Abu Dhabi Comedy Festival.
Oh, yeah?
So we will be there May 20th.
All right. I got a show on Saturday. That's Canopy, Al Seef.
Yeah.
And a show on the Sunday. That's at UBK. And then Monday, I'll see you in Abu Dhabi.
I didn't know Abu Dhabi sounds so legit when they say it. Abu
Yeah,
Dhabi.
man. You need a ride? Got my Pajero.
Oh yeah, that's true. Maybe.
It's comfy, man.
Yeah. Are you gonna come back?
Yeah, same
Okay.
night.
All right.
I
Then
got to.
maybe we carpool together.
Yeah,
Let's
man.
see. I'll let you know.
See?
Anyway, thank you so much.
Make things happen.
Pleasure to have
Yeah,
you.
man.
Pleasure to have you, brother.
Absolutely,
And great
yeah.
to see you. Finally, we
Awesome
did
to
this.
see you. Yeah.
And let's do more.
Awesome. Sounds
Cool.
good.
See you guys at the
Cheers.
Abu Dhabi Comedy Festival, May 20th.
Check the Instagram.
Yeah, Radisson Blue, Corniche,
Jazz bar.
Jazz Bar.
It's literally
Abu
called
Dhabi.
Jazz Bar.
It's literally called Jazz Bar.
Yeah.
I don't know
It's gonna be
why.
amazing.
Maybe they got rock music.
Laura sings there. She does.
And if you don't know who Laura is his wife. What's her name on Instagram?
La Ruche, LARUDCHE. They can pause that and go back as many times as they need to.
She looks like a mix of Amy Winehouse plus Lady Gaga.
Right,
But she's from Argentina.
right.
And she married this guy.
Yeah.
So,
I did something right.
all right. Thank you so much, everybody.
Yeah.
Woo!
See you later.
Feel the beat that will make you move and then